Well, hello everybody. I'm Dr. Glenn Harrison, and welcome to this week's segment of Why. This is where we take a few minutes to answer some of the most common questions to the most common health-related conditions I see in the office, and the questions that people reach out to me and ask. So the question is, why do I have food sensitivities and food allergies? Why is this happening? Well, there is a why. There is a reason why. The most common cause of food sensitivities and food allergies are due to something called leaky gut. So if you've never heard of leaky gut, we're going to have a little piece on it. So first off, when we eat food, we should be able to chew it up and digest it, and it should go through our intestinal tract. So think of our intestinal system, our digestive system, for the purposes of today, as just a conduit, a piece of pipe, really. We'll use my tie as a prop, that's why I've been pointing at it. So when we chew food up, it should go in our intestinal tract, and we should absorb it into our bloodstream. So that's what should happen. But with people with leaky gut, and there's many causes of leaky gut, what happens is you end up with a tear in the intestinal lining, or an injury, a hole. Think of it as a hole. There's a hole in your intestinal or your digestive pipe. Now, and I'll pick on peanuts because peanut allergies everywhere and nobody asks why. Today we're going to answering why. But they'll eat a peanut, we see this a lot in children, and it should be digested and stay in the intestinal tract and absorb the nutrients. But when these holes happen, these tears happen, you get entire protein fragments, large pieces of protein or entire protein crossing into the bloodstream. When it crosses something called the gut-blood barrier, that's when there's a problem, because the peanut is native to the bloodstream but native to the digestive tract but foreign to the bloodstream. So the peanut crosses into the bloodstream, and the immune system, made up of white blood cells, are traveling around, and they run into the peanut, and they ask the peanut, "Who are you?" And the peanut says, "Oh, I'm just a peanut." And the immune system, "We don't know who you are. You're a foreign particle. We're going to fight you." So what happens is there's an immune response, aka an inflammatory response. And it can be anywhere because the blood is everywhere, so the peanut goes everywhere. Now, I use peanuts as an example because we see a lot of allergies with peanuts, but it can be anything, because once this door opens, people will have multiple bizarre food irritations where they feel like they have stomach problems and they don't know what's happening and they can't identify the food or what's going on. So the most common cause is this leaky gut concept. And what it'll do is people will gain weight, they'll gain water weight, they'll brain fog, aches and pains. So if they have any existing inflammatory injury in their body, like joint pain or an autoimmune condition, leaky gut and the way your body keeps responding to these foods, it'll make it much worse. So the good thing is, the good news is you can fix leaky gut when you find the problem to it, when you find out the cause of it. Even hormone imbalances will do this. So I hope that was helpful, but I guess I should say, once you seal up leaky gut and fix it, you can start eating foods that you once couldn't because of the problem. So anyway, I hope this was helpful, and if you have any other questions, feel free to leave a comment below. And if you know somebody dealing with these food sensitivities and allergies, and they're just dealing with medications and injections, by all means forward this message to them, and they deserve to know what some of these causes are. And with that being said, that's a wrap, but I look forward to talking to you next week, and we'll answer questions to the other most common whys that we get. So with that being said, I'm Dr. Glenn Harrison, and I look forward to seeing you next week.